Lulluvbii, and welcome to my art journey. In this video, I'll be creating my new character, persona, avatar thingy for my YouTube channel. I thought it'd be fun to share my previous design prototypes and my new design process and thoughts. It's going to be a long one, so I hope you all sit back, relax, grab some water, and I hope you enjoyed the video. Why do I want to create a new one? In my first 3 videos, I quickly created a 3D VTuber model using Vroid Studio. I didn't think too deeply about my character design. I just wanted to start making YouTube videos, especially after more than a decade of contemplating it. I'm just gonna do it, even if it's scary for me. Since it was rushed, I don't feel anything with the design. I want to feel a connection. I've also pushed this off for a long time because I think my art skills aren't good enough, and I end up never doing anything because of that thought process. This time I thought, what if I just start even if it's not good enough? It would be lovely to see how much I will grow and how much I'll improve throughout my journey. Before making my new character, I thought it would be fun to look back at all my previous designs. I remember watching a lot of YouTube growing up and seeing all these amazing creators. Some creators have illustrated characters they use to represent and express themselves. I remember drawing so many for myself during my teens. Although I don't have any record of my old art, I still have designs back from 2021. At this time, I was inspired to become a VTuber after discovering Hololive English. Meet Lullabread, created in late 2021. I wanted to be a bread VTuber because that was all I loved to eat at that time. I had a brown apron dress, a small bread bag, and a garnish on top of my head. I had these cute little bread companions like the slices of bread and cat loaf. I was even thinking of creating more bread companions to keep me company throughout my journey. I also drew these emotes and different designs for myself. Maybe I would even be a melon bun version. I didn't go through with it because my obsession for bread didn't last long. I was kind of over it by the time I was done creating all these designs. There are also a lot of other short-lived designs that I created in 2021 to 2022. I didn't feel much of a connection with them. I do like them a lot, so I might use them for my future OCs instead. I created a blue calico cat illusionist. I was really into VTuber lores and character roleplays. Her name means stream a river of hope and love. She is a curious cat mage on a quest to seek more knowledge for illusion spells. Those spells were all the creative projects that I wanted to learn. I was really inspired by Hololive's wholesomeness and their community at that time. I thought that if I wanted to make videos, it would be where I could share a lot of inspiration and kindness with my community. Then I created a porcelain cyberpunk robot black cat lady with nature sprouts growing out of her. I love the design, but I didn't feel a connection with the character. Definitely still interested in developing this character in the future. And then, a 70s retro space girl with these cute star antennas. She likes to visit Earth because she gets the fastest internet connection to enjoy the culture, animated shows, and games. She would hide her identity by wearing a cat-eared beanie. Nothing suspicious here. I wanted to make a channel to learn many new things with the community, not just art, but maybe also language learning, doing watch-alongs together, or playing many games. I even made a little comic about how she's finally reached Earth. I really liked the space girl concept. It stuck with me for a long while, so I experimented with the design quite a bit. The birth of Lulluvbii. This is the earliest record of when I came up with my name, Lulluvbii, back in June and July 2022. I like the name Lola. It reminded me of the word lullaby, despite the name meaning a legendary female warrior. My name is spelled this way because it finally reminds me of the phrase live, laugh, love, 3 L's, and the words lull and love. Bai with 2 eyes look like little ears or antennas, so the name stuck with me for a while. Oh, and I wanted to be a... How do you pronounce that word?
Lullabread.
Lullabread.
Nudibranch.
Nudibranch. Oh, I wanted to be a nudibranch because I thought they were so cool with all their colors and patterns. I thought they were so out of this world and quite alien looking, but still incredibly adorable. I wanted my character to have many different color palettes because I like all the colors and I can't decide. A shapeshifter suited this concept so well. She'd shapeshift into different organic forms with many different color palettes. My design was a mix of space and aquatic themes. I thought it'd be fun to design shape-shifting weapons and armors as well. I've also created more versions of her. I really like the blue version because it reminded me of an ice princess or something. Gasp! You're breathtaking! Hello there! This is another version of a nudibranch. I was going to use this version and these slides to debut my character in mid-2022. So desu ne. Why did I want to debut and why didn't I do so? Has of course to improve my art skills and cultivate my love for the craft, and hopefully inspired others too, doing various challenges and overcoming all the hurdles. You might not have heard of me, but yo, look at my artwork so far. I've created this through sheer will and determination. There's so much more to come. Thank you for watching. I was so excited as this was probably one of the first few times my art looked decently polished. At this time, I embraced the silliness and fun side of me. Otherwise, I'm quite literal and serious. However, it didn't go through because my old laptop couldn't handle recording my artwork or even simple video editing. My phone was also in shambles and I couldn't get any new technology as it was years way out of my budget. As a little closure for myself, I created this really choppy video. And ironically, it's helped motivate me to this day because I am always so worried that my uploads wouldn't be good enough, but my literal first post on this site is a little effort meme. In late 2022, my partner surprised me with a PC as a gift. I was so incredibly touched and grateful, even to this day. Never in my life would I have ever expected this, but I didn't touch it for a while because I was incredibly intimidated that I'd break something until my partner convinced me it was going to be alright. Other short-lived ideas from 2023. The journey to making art on YouTube continues. I thought I would start a new chapter again with a new character. I wanted to be the sky. I love how the sky has many colors and elements. I also really like the look of floppy bunny ears and experimented a little with the color combinations. I wanted to create a little mascot of myself and my partner, so I drew a little ducky for him and this little creature that had a giant hair sticking out of its head. It's supposed to be like a question mark because I'm always confused. I also created another space-themed constellation bunny based on my Space Nudibranch character earlier, but that was once again short-lived. Blank bunny. Hello everyone! Again, I'm Lulluvbii and welcome to my channel! I remember creating this character in early February 2023 for my quote first video. This video was unexpectedly ambitious. I wanted to create an animatic video where I researched how to make characters and design my own character concept and sharing a bit of my art journey. I told myself I'd finish this video in 1 month for some reason. Not only was I doing a lot of animatics to tell my story, but I was also going to do research, create my own character concept sheet, draw a full illustration of my character, and do video making. All skills I'm completely new to. What could possibly go wrong? Needless to say, I was incredibly burnt out. It's been almost a decade since I've done any research and studies. Frankly, I'm not good at it. I had to start from the beginning when it comes to learning and working on my mindset. At that time, I didn't understand why I couldn't finish even a fraction of the video in a month. I was upset with myself for it. It was only when talking to my partner did I realize, of course it wouldn't work out. It was a very ambitious goal for someone with no experience and skills as my first project. I didn't know what the process was like or had any realistic plans to make it happen, but I still still gave myself a 1-month deadline instead of slowing down to think about why I was creating the videos in the first place, which is to create videos for me to learn more about art, sharing and listening to what I love about art with the community. Slowing down. So for a while, I slowed down. I gave myself all the time I needed to create art. This piece is called Everyone Starts Somewhere. It's a little chippy bunny person pouting because she's frustrated that we're too harsh on ourselves when we're supposed to have fun creating. That's why I'm here in the first place. Find the joy in learning something new, experimenting, and challenging ourselves. Remember to have fun in the process because the process is pretty much our whole experience with art. I also created 10 more illustrations. If it was younger me, drawing something cute with words of affirmation would have been incredibly difficult. I didn't have many artist friends in my life. They all thought drawing was only valid if it was a perfectly realistic painting. Somehow I gave myself, and regrettably others, that expectation too, when really I like a lot of cute art and cute things in general. I told myself it was okay to draw these things, and I didn't have to be perfect at drawing all the time, so I created all of these artworks. Normally, I had planned them with several drafts and hundreds of references, but I wanted to be more free and gave myself no expectation. Drawing for fun and for myself, and maybe others who are going through something similar to me. This was really fun and healing. 3D models. I wanted to try out 3D VTuber models. I created 3 3D VTuber models in total. The first one I'll call Wisteria version because that was her motif. It was my first time using VRoid Studio and I pretty much created her with all the presets provided. She was going to debut mid-2023 as a streamer. I even created many assets for myself, an opening scene, a be right back scene, an offline scene, a stream overlay. For the first time, I tested out recording gameplay with my character. I was really preparing myself to debut. I even had a little fun presentation and VTuber lore ready, along with some special events. And my PC broke. I felt so defeated. At this time, I had probably spent 2 months learning and creating all of it. I felt really bad for breaking a precious and big gift from my partner. I didn't touch art and VTubing for a while. Maybe I'll move on from this incident after some time has passed and see what I could do from there. A couple of months later, to my surprise once again, my partner helped buy new parts to fix my PC as good as new. He encouraged me to try once more. So I tried again. It wasn't easy in the beginning, but this time I really wanted to try my best to make the kind of YouTube videos I've always wanted to create, and I wanted to find the courage to learn to believe in myself. Some of you may have been familiar with this model. I'm still incredibly thankful to everyone who's watched and left so many kind messages throughout my journey. It really warmed my heart and I felt so touched by everyone. It's what kept me motivated to keep creating and love learning more about art and presenting it to you all. I wanted to create these fun little chippies and scenes that might have been influenced from some ideas I've had from the past of wanting to be an animatic YouTuber. I was worried about how it might have turned out, so I'm glad everyone seemed to appreciate and enjoy it. Though I did have to stop uploading afterwards since I kept being sick again and again for many months. I thought it was best for me to take care of my health and my real life obligations first. More short-lived concept. I created this light blue bunny model and learned a little bit about how to create more custom features in VRoid Studio. I was going to use it to debut again to stream, but in the end it didn't really work out. But it's okay, I learned something new. Lastly, I created this character concept of a fairy bunny along with my partner's character. I still think my idea for it was quite cute. Those are some of my previous designs. You've made it through all my silly little designs and their backstory. Thank you! It's time! It's finally time to create my new character design! This is one of my new designs for my character. Her design is most similar to my recent design of a fairy bunny. After looking at most of my previous designs, I really like the space alien concept and bunnies a lot, so I thought she'd have a detached ear antenna thing to show that. I chose more muted blues and purples because I thought those colors are quite calming for me. I looked up the meaning of the name Chloe, and it meant the word bloom. So I thought I'd incorporate flowers as a motif. She'd have hydrangea flowers to where the human ears would be, and those flowers sprinkled all over her braid. She'd have a floral-like pattern at the ends of her shirt's collar, handcuffs, her dress, and her thigh-high socks. I really loved these thick bows, so I drew them in as well. Then I drew two cute little mascots that represent my partner and I, a pastel fairy bunny and a duck fox creature. Ducks and eggs remind me of my partner a lot, but his favorite animal is a fox, so I thought I'd combine the two. I thought they were really cute, and I was really happy with the design so far. A couple of days later, I wanted to develop the concept a little bit more. Although the ear antenna idea was nice, I personally like the droopy, floppy bunny ears more. I also changed my character to have more braids to give comfy vibes, and braids reminded me of the coziest aesthetic, cottagecore. I changed her pose so that my character could be with the cute mascot's company. Originally, I wanted to draw a full-body anime-like 2D character design, but quickly realized that although I knew how to sketch the design, I didn't know how to render and complete the artwork. I did think about learning how to do so, but I estimated that it would take me maybe a couple of weeks to a few months to learn it. I currently just want to relax and have fun with the concept and see how it develops in time, rather than creating the most perfect result I can at this moment. I currently have 4 fully rendered chibi drawings, so I switched to an art style I'm more familiar with as a placeholder for my character design. I thought a lot about whether or not I should use this version, but after creating a background for myself, I was really happy with how it looked together. I wanted to create a character that I connected with, and even though it's more simplified and frankly not as pretty as the one I created earlier, I really connect with this version the most. I wanted her to look more dorky and shy, so I drew her this way with a comically large question mark on top of her head. I also gave her a long flowy dress, a white shirt to contrast with everything else, and more colors on her hair. I wanted to incorporate all the colors on her hair and dress, but I currently don't know how to do that, but I tried my best. Instead of a giant bow at her back, I really like these wavy fairy wings. She holds a pink drawing pen, which, looking at it a few days afterwards, it sort of looks like she's holding a sausage, but I thought that's really funny and sort of reflect where my current art skills are, so I'm keeping it in. So yeah, this is my new character design, a fairy space bunny. I'm really happy with how it turned out. I also created different versions of this design and backgrounds too. This is the bunny strawberry meadow version. Then she flies up through the pink skies, then above, reaching the atmosphere, and finally reaches space. Ah, I'm a PNG tuber now. It was a lot of fun looking back at all of my character design and creating this new design. It was also a lot of fun making this video and making the little koamoji animatics. I want to continue making a video series about my journey learning art, like my first 2 videos. As of this moment, designing a character was mostly guesswork, so I thought it would be interesting to have this topic as my first project, to research how to improve my art and further develop my concept with more intention. My art journey is going to be about my trial and errors of learning art. It's going to be a lot more laid back than my first 2 videos and this current one, since all the videos I've created so far are 99% video production and 1% actual drawing and learning. I'd like to focus more on actually learning more art and improving. So if you're interested, feel free to follow along my journey and share how your art journey went in the comments as well. Side note, if you've watched the video through the end, thank you so much. I appreciate it a lot. Thank you everyone who has supported me throughout this journey. My friends, my family, the community, and my loving partner. It's been a long bumpy ride, but I'm still going. Woohoo! As always, I hope your days are sprinkled with so much inspiration and kindness. That's all for now. See you!